You are listening to the Scars and Guitars podcast series. My name is Andrew Mackay-Smith. Welcome to the show. The interview subject you've tuned in to listen to is the very great, the legendary, the very reverend LG Petrov from Entombed and Entombed AD. Now, this is a conversation that was recorded about 4 years ago, the beginning of 2017. It was conducted whilst I was at the very beginning of my journalist journey. I hadn't yet started the podcast series, that's why it was not a part, or has not yet, until right now, been part of the Scars and Guitars podcast. And I hope, LG, wherever you are, mate, you don't mind me releasing this for your many fans out there and listeners of the Scars and Guitars podcast series. The reason for the conversation with LG was due to the 2017 Australian tour conducted by Entombed AD. I thought I'd put it out there for people because Entombed have had a significant impact on heavy metal, certainly as it was throughout the 90s, and he's had the band and LG have had a significant impact on my outlook, courtesy of their magnificent releases in the 90s. We talk all about it through the conversation, so I'll save it for what you've tuned in to listen to. So here he is, the late, the very legendary, the Reverend LG Petrov. God bless you, mate, wherever you are. Let's go.
Hello.
Hey, Lars, Andrew Mackay-Smith calling from Queensland in Australia. How are you, mate?
Hey, how are you?
I'm
good. Good morning, or good night, or good evening.
What time is it over there?
It's 9 in the morning.
Yeah, 6 o'clock in the afternoon here. So is it Friday? Is it Friday over there?
Yeah. Having a walk to the liquor store.
I don't blame you, mate. I'm about to go there myself.
Excellent.
I'll join you. I'll join you virtually, mate. From here to there. I'll toast you in your honour, mate. There you go.
Yeah, we'll sit down on the bench here and have a couple.
Mate, how much time have we got? Have we got about 20 minutes?
Yeah, just about.
No worries. Okay.
No stress.
No worries. Okay. Mate, I'll kick things off if that's okay, and I'm going to offer a congratulations to you on a stellar career, because I rarely review a modern metal album or band that does not have at least some Wolverine blues style riffage. Entombed's influence seems to be pervasive. So, what's your take on the band's career as you look back over the last 30 years?
Yeah, I mean, we started out as kids. Apparently we did something right. In order for it to last, 28 years or something.
Yeah.
We just kept at it. And here we are, older, but in the same frame of mind, you know.
Yeah, gotcha. Are you aware? So, are you aware, mate, how revered Clandestine, Left Hand Path, and Wolverine Blues actually are by the metal community?
Yeah, I mean, they are considered classics.
Yeah.
And I guess we did them at the right time.
Yeah.
But there's a right time for every album, you know. At least if you feel it yourself, you know, that's the right way to go. Then we're just happy other people like it too, you know.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. So.
And I mean, making albums and touring, I mean, we're privileged and happy to still doing it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, great. So, do you think, there's always this genre association with Entombed. So, you guys are called Death and Roll, and you're the originators of Death and Roll. But do you think Entombed have been more than that?
Yeah, I mean, the Death and Roll label, somebody else came up with it. It wasn't us.
Yeah.
But it stuck on us somehow. But I mean, no matter what you call it, it's still our music. And, we just, for every album we get to do, we're happy as, for the first album, we're like kids.
Yeah,
it's all exciting.
Yeah, no, great. So, if there was an obituary for Entombed, so pretending you write the band's gravestone, right, what do you think it would say?
I didn't catch you there.
If there was a obituary written for Entombed, what do you think it would say?
It still lives on, but life goes on.
Fair enough. Yeah.
We left some records there for people to experience and to explore, and and for the old fans, they're still going to be the same records.
Yeah.
And but life goes on basically. And then we would have a little cassette recorder where people could play their little demos on.
Yeah.
Or putting a flower there or something.
Cool, mate. Cool. So I'm just going to take you back a little bit to 1998. So Same Difference came out at a very difficult time for heavy metal overall. Metallica were becoming a rock band, and Megadeth lost the plot with their album Risk a year later. Did you and the rest of the band feel pressure to release a more contemporary sounding album for the times back then, do you think? Or what's your view on that record when you look back?
Especially that album, it is an Entombed album, but I really don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
Somebody made a weird decision to go astray a bit too much.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, no, that's good that you say that. Yeah.
It's an okay album. When I go back to it, I don't listen to it that often, but when I do, it's like, holy hell, what the hell was that?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I mean, maybe at some point in one's in a band's career, you have to do something weird and unexplainable, and then you come back in full force again. But maybe people did what they did before and wanted to try out something new. It was not a search for a commercial success. I don't think we'll never be that.
Yeah. So it was just something a bit different, you're saying? Yeah. So I caught you way back on your Australian tour in January 1998. What are your memories of that Australian tour? That's 20 years ago.
We've been there 3 times, I think.
Yeah.
97, or was it 98?
It was 98, yeah, I remember it, because I was looking so forward to seeing you guys, yeah.
Yes. I mostly remember I had a sore throat, actually.
Yeah.
So I stayed at the hotel mostly.
All right.
The other members wouldn't let me go out.
All right. Just keep your voice.
But now I know how to control it, so I don't get sore throat anymore. After 25 years, I finally learned how to control it.
Oh, fantastic!
But Australia. All the memories from Australia are great. As everybody says, the sound, the people, the beer, the metal people and stuff.
Yeah.
Because. And we haven't been there in a long time, but I guess the metal community is strong.
Very strong, and you're a very popular band down here still, mate. You've got a lot of... I think you were always very popular in Australia, though, weren't you? We don't go there as regularly as over here, Yeah, of course, yeah.
So, it's going to be a first time in a long time.
Yeah.
And... hopefully we'll get down there more frequently from now on.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
And get together.
So
that's cool. People say it's a long flight, but there's long flights to everywhere. So
yeah, that's right. Yeah. Hey, do you remember the Sydney show 20 years ago? Do you remember the venue that you played at, or do you not really recall some of the details?
There was one called the Hi-Fi. No?
Oh, the Hi-Fi in Melbourne, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And
okay. So that was. I can't remember the venue in. What was it called? You know?
Yeah, because I went to that show. You actually played a town hall, which is really unusual over here to play those venues.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
It was like a big, like a dancing.
That's right. Spot on. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was a really weird venue. Yeah.
That was actually the day I got sore throat, and I didn't go for sound check.
Right, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, I thought it was the most unusual venue for you guys. Yeah, it was a dance hall. You're right, Marrickville Town Hall. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, but it's gonna. I don't know the venues we're playing around this time, but you know, once we get the gear up and start headbanging with a couple of drinks, be all right.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. So I'm just going to ask a question. I appreciate you get asked this a lot, but the current Entombed band website seems to act as a merch stall. So I appreciate that you've gone your different paths, a different path than some of the other members. But do you think a reunion with Alex and Nick is ever going to be possible?
Nah, not at this point. I mean, they left the band, all of them, you know, and coming to do such a thing now would be like, I think, like strictly commercial for the other guys. I mean, it's like we're Entombed at it now. It has been Entombed for over 10 years, you know.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's been like that for a long time. Yeah.
Members coming back, old members coming back for a reunion. I mean, that wouldn't, for them, I think, be for the music. It would be strictly for the economical thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't think that's the right way to do it. You know.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. Yeah. Yeah.
So people want it, but it's been 25 years. I mean, they're not the same people. Some do music, you know, and some don't, you know. It's like,
yeah.
And I mean, coming back now, it's like, now you want to do something, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, no, fair enough, mate. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
We're in this for life, you know.
Yes, you definitely are, mate. Yeah, you're definitely one of the more prominent vocalists out there for rock bands, mate. But let me ask you then, Lars, what drives you? Is it money, fame, women, or just plain old music?
Or the vodka. Nah, I mean, it's like everything, you know. You know, just being able to get a plane ticket and go on tour. That's the best thing in the world, you know.
Yeah.
That people actually want you, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, we work with the music 24 hours. You know, we're putting some songs together now for another album.
Oh, good on you.
So it's constantly working, and I mean, you never get tired of it, basically. You know, I mean, sometimes you get tired of it, but that's when early mornings and early flights and stuff. But that's all a part of it. So there's no use to complain. Everybody does it anyway.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. So
I mean, like bands like Meshuggah, I think they were in Australia just now, right?
Yeah, I just saw them last week. Yeah, they just saw them the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're traveling all over. They're great.
Oh, fantastic band, mate! My God, yeah, they're so heavy, loud, and live, incredible.
Oh yeah.
Incredible.
Oh yes.
Very loud, very heavy band. Yeah, probably the heaviest band I've seen live. Actually, I've got to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, there's a lot of bands like that. I mean, you do an album and then you tour. I mean, there's nothing more to it, you know. And then the cycle continues.
Yeah. Yeah, gotcha. So,
of course you can do stuff, you know, simultaneously, you know, with other things.
Yeah.
Out of the band, but you still come back to the same thing anyway, you know.
Yeah, gotcha. So, mate, if it ended tomorrow, as in your music career ended tomorrow, do you think you've accomplished everything you wanted to?
You never know what's out there, you know. But I mean, if it all ended today, I would probably do another record and continue again.
Yeah, so it'll never end.
There's no end, mate. There's no end.
Yeah.
That's
Gotcha.
what we do, you know. But I mean, it will probably have something to do with music, 100%.
Yeah. So, I've got one more question to ask you. What's the funniest thing that's...
No,
You're on.
there's no stress.
All right. What's the funniest thing that's ever happened to you on tour?
Holy crap. That's going to be a long list. No, I mean, even bad things can be fun after a while. You know, It depends how you look at it. But I mean, there's all crazy stuff. You know, being locked out of your hotel room naked and stuff. You know, after the show.
That's happened to you, has
it? And then, yeah, a couple of times. I don't know why, but and then you go to the reception naked, and it's like, hey, you have a spare key.
Yeah,
stuff like that, you know, puking on airplanes and stuff. I mean, it depends what you like and what you think is funny.
Well, that sounds pretty funny to me, mate, so far. So yeah, what about what's a band that you've enjoyed touring with? Is there any band that you've enjoyed touring with and thought we've had a lot of fun here?
Yeah, I mean, we've toured with a lot of bands.
Yeah. But
I think especially one was with the Motorhead.
Oh, how was that?
Back in the day, that was great. Lemmy, playing pinball with Lemmy every day before soundcheck and stuff, and having a whiskey with that legend.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
I mean, you know, having a beer with Bursell and Phil Campbell. They're totally normal rock and roll guys.
I bet.
Yeah.
Have you got a funny Lemmy story you could share?
I mean, he accused me of cheating when we were playing pool one day, and that was the biggest compliment I got for me anyway. Being accused of cheating from the old lamp. Great.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Yeah. No, that's it. So, mate, that's pretty much my time, mate. Thank you very much for the interview. I do appreciate you taking the time to have a chat, and
no problem.
I'll post the feature, and I'll be in the crowd in Brisbane, mate. I'm from Brisbane in Queensland, Australia, so I'll be in the crowd in Brisbane watching it.
All right, are you coming to Brisbane?
Yeah, that's right. I'll be at the Brisbane show, mate. Yeah, yep.
All right. I don't know which show is that. Do we do Sydney first and then Brisbane, or I don't know?
I think you do Sydney first. Yeah, hang on a sec. Let me check. Yeah, I think you do Sydney first, and then I can tell you where are we. Actually, I don't have the dates here. I'm sorry, mate. But yeah, no, it's not too far off it. Yeah.
Oh, well, we should definitely have a beer together.
Mate, I'll look out for you there. So, do you guys get to the show beforehand, or and hang out for a little bit beforehand, or are you just going to come for the show?
No, I mean, depends when we land from Sydney, but I think we'll just pack our things in the hotel and then go soundcheck, and then we'll hang out there for the rest of the day.
Okay, all right. Well, actually, your first show is actually in Brisbane on Tuesday, the 9th of May, mate. So we'll definitely catch up before then. I'll come and introduce myself to you.
Cool. That will be fresh because on the 7th we're playing Jakarta, I think.
What was that? Sorry, mate.
We play a festival there with Abbott and Megan. I just talked to Abbott.
Abbott from Immortal. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
I talked to him, so. Cause then I think we land in Brisbane the day before, actually.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, no, that sounds about right. So, it'd be good to catch up, mate. Share a beer and break bread, mate.
Excellent.
So I'll look out for you at the show.
Yeah. What's the weather there like?
Mate, it's very hot here at the moment. We've had like 40-degree plus temperatures, which is we operate in Celsius, so it's starting to get a bit cooler. But I know the venue that you're playing at quite well. I've played in there myself a couple of times, and it's a good venue. It's underground, but it's air conditioned, proper air conditioning and stuff. So you shouldn't have too many issues. But it is pretty hot here in Brisbane. It's pretty hot. Sydney's a bit more mild, and Melbourne it's cold.
Yeah, it's probably going to be hot for us anyway.
I'd say for you Swedes, mate, yeah, it probably is going to be pretty hot, but Melbourne might be a bit more like Stockholm weather.
Yeah, that's cool. It's going to be. I'm going to be We're going to do a good set list, which ranges to everything, I think.
Yes, sweet.
Like we'll definitely play from the first 3 albums and a couple of Entombed AD songs. Then.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so right across all of the early albums, of course, which of course the crowd will want, but then the new stuff too. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
And I think we'll play some extra long shows. The fact that we don't get to play Australia that much, so I think we'll at least 1.5 hour show.
Oh, good on you, mate. Yeah, no, we'll definitely. I'll have to consume some beverages and watch the show. As I say, the last time I saw you guys was back in 1998, so that's a while ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
It's
going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Oh, it will be a lot of fun. Yeah. No, I can't wait, mate. It'll be great. Okay, mate. No worries. Thanks very much for your time, and I'll catch up with you in Brisbane.
No problem, man.
Yeah, good talking to you.
Thank you as well.
Yeah.
Good chat.
Yeah, likewise, mate. No worries. I'll talk to you in Brisbane. Cheers.
Yes, sir.
No worries. Thanks.
Take care, man.
Okay, brother. No worries. Bye.
Bye.
You have been listening to the Scars and Guitars podcast series. My name is Andrew Mackay-Smith. That interview was conducted in early 2017 with the frontman of Entombed and Entombed AD, LG Petrov. Thanks so much for tuning in. Cheers.